Okay, so today your assignment is going to be on Google Classroom, of course, November 2nd through 15th. Today is only the 10th, so we still got a few more days of this. Um, you're going to scroll down to Google Meet, Constitutional Convention. Open up the assignment. It's going to be right here. So this is what it looks like when you open it up. Um, it is about the Constitutional Convention of 1836, which you should have already learned about by watching the Edpuzzle video yesterday. So this is what you're going to include on your Google Meet slide. All right, so you need to include pictures and the names of these people. Sam Houston, James Fannin, George Childress. There should be 7 of these, and then the 2 more right here equals 9. So you should have 9 people, or at least 7 actually. All right, you also need the following information on the slides. So you're going to pretend like you're one of these people, and you're going to put the information onto your slide. All right, you have to have these things. And then in the chat, you need to have these ideas, these questions. You need to be able to explain why they had to set up a temporary government, explain why they had to convene or stop the convention so quickly. And then, so now let's look at our actual Google Meets. So you'll notice that I put up some pictures on here that it looks like Google Meets. So in order to find this information, you can go to the textbook, chapter 10, lesson 3. Okay, ask a friend or a neighbor if you're not sure how to get there. Chapter 10, lesson 3 is going to take you to the Convention of 1836. All right. Now, so what I did here is I went ahead and added these on here for you. You're just going to go and look up the information that you need. Another handy place to go to is underneath the assignment, there's the rubric. A rubric is just a way for a teacher to tell you exactly how they're going to grade it. So I'm telling you that the pictures and names of people is going to be worth 33 points. So you can get a maximum of 33 points on that. If you include all of these, which should be pretty easy to put in pictures and put in names, you get 33 points. And then the info needed, you have to include these things in there. You'll get another 33 points. Finally, the chat box, you have to include this information, and you'll get 34 points. These are actually all the exact same as the criteria that are on here. I just put them down to show you, you'll get 33 points for each of these, okay? Now, let's look at how to do this. So I've already done George Childress, this guy, and I did Sam Houston. Let's do James Fannin together. So James Fannin, we're going to go up to Insert. And you can just do Insert Image. I think that's it right there. Okay. Search the web. And then I'm going to type in James Fannin. Now, this one's kind of funny. You guys don't really know this, but this second one is actually not him. This is James Bowie, who's going to be a hero at the Alamo. Okay, so the funny thing about this one is that he's actually the first one, but he's none of these other ones. So James Fannin is this guy right here. Okay. All right, so notice how it is a giant picture of him. Let me show you a quick trick. So a lot of these aren't going to have room to fit if they're the full length. So you're going to select the portrait, and then go over here to this button right here that's, I can't quite tell what it looks like exactly, but if you click on this, you're going to be able to cut this, okay? You're going to be able to cut the picture down to size. This is called cropping. So when you crop a picture, all you're doing is just basically trimming off the edges like you would in real life, and it looks like it's not really wanting to do it. So that's okay. Oh no, it is on there. Okay, so when you do this, you can move this down. Nope, that didn't work. What's going on? Okay. Yeah, so you should see little tabs on the side here, and you can move these in. That is not working. Okay, well, forget I said anything about that. Basically, one way to do this, though, is you need to always be going down from the corners, because then it's going to keep it looking good, or else if you start pulling to the side, then it makes it look weird. So do it from the corners when you're trying to resize it. All right, and then what you're going to do is go and put him into, let's say this one right here. All right. We're not looking for perfect here. We're just looking to add these people on here. And then you're going to add a text box. So you go up here, click text box, and type in his name. I would go ahead and change this to white font with black highlighting. So there it is. Oops. All right, so I'm gonna put his name in, James Fannin, okay? Now we're gonna do the same thing over here. You're gonna add a text box in order to talk on the chat. You'll notice that I actually put some ones on here already. I said, I think George would be a good writer for the Texas Declaration of Independence. George Childress was known to be the writer for the Texas Declaration of Independence. That's why I put that there. Okay, you're pretending like you're saying this, in person at the time. So that's pretty much it. Okay, so let's wrap this up. Basically, you're going to add the pictures, add the names. You're going to go back here to the instructions to see what else to put. Make sure you're typing these things into the location. Pretend like they're talking, right? Pretend like they're talking on text, or in this case, Google Meet. All right, that's pretty much the whole project. Good luck. Ask someone else, ask a neighbor if you have any questions first, and then you can ask me.